Got so what's up? What's up? So I want you guys to stick with me. So what's up? It's Corey Brim. I'm on IG Live. I'm on Facebook, and I'm on YouTube. And it is 1:40 in the morning. And let me know if you guys can hear me, and even if you're playing back in the replay, because I think I have my settings. So guys, as I'm doing this, what I want to do right now tonight is I want to literally. I made a lot of videos. I put out a lot of content. I know it's one almost 2 a.m. in the morning, but I'm about to give you some. Get your pen and paper out because I'm about to give you $1 million worth of game. I'm about to show you how I've made videos like this before, but I'm about to show you how I actually I'm gonna give you the blueprint of how to go from if you have absolutely nothing. If you have absolutely nothing, how you can go from nothing to over $100,000. I'm gonna give you guys the blueprint. So comment and let me know if you can hear me. So just really quick, I'm gonna jump right into this. I'm not gonna waste no. I'm not wasting no one's time. I'm gonna tell you right now. God put something in my spirit tonight to put out some information. I'm feeling like there's somebody out there that really needs this because at some point in my life I needed this, and so I'm gonna give y'all straight up game. Um, Pause these if you have to. Go back and read them, but I'm gonna literally give you the format how you can really change your life. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read something really quick because this is really the reason why at 1:42 in the morning why I'm really doing this. I know I've made a lot of content over the years, and I know I put out a lot of information out there. But sometimes, a lot of times, I get inbox messages. So if you guys may or may not know, on YouTube I have like 17,000, almost 18,000 subscribers. On Facebook I have over 15,000 subscribers. In between Instagram and now I'm on TikTok. I got to get another phone. I'm going live on TikTok. I got another 3,000. So over those platforms, probably have 30, 40, probably if I had to count it, 50,000 people. And not that everybody interacts with me, and I get that. That's cool. But I want to read something really quick, guys. Okay, cool. Thank you on Instagram. I love Instagram, man. Thank y'all for letting me know that you can hear me on Instagram. Um, if somebody on Facebook or YouTube, if you guys can let me know if you hear me, I'm gonna read something to you really quick. And if you just bear with me, man, I'm gonna give y'all some straight up game, and really you can take this right out the mud and get with it. So the message says, "Hi Corey, hope this message finds you well. You don't know me, but I wanted to thank you. I've been following you for about 5 years. A mutual friend of ours connected us about bartending, but that's not what I wanted to discuss. I wanted to thank you for spreading your knowledge about credit cards. About 3 to 4 years ago, you were on FB, Facebook, because that's my largest platform. Um, you were on Facebook, um, post about credit cards and how to boost your credit score and boost your credit, and I would listen and implement. That right there is the biggest thing, man, because I make a lot of videos, but I don't know. I get messages, but I have no idea if people are really getting value from what I'm saying. Um, and she says, fast forward, I have a 730 credit score and $25,000 in credit, and it will only rise from here. Thank you very much. At that time, and this is the part that got me in my heart and why I'm making this video at 2 o'clock in the morning. She says, at that time, you were doing those Facebook videos. I was homeless and trying to find a way to be a better person because everything kept failing. 4 years later, I am thriving and I understand credit on an extreme low level now. I've read so many books, Cash Flow Quadrant being my favorite, and Think and Grow Rich. Never stop, Corey. Somebody is listening. You will always be a part of my testimony. Ladies and gentlemen, that you guys have no idea. I mean, I get messages all the time, but there are moments, even me, like Mr. Motivator, there are moments when I feel like giving up. There are moments when like I've made so much content, put out so much information, and I really, I'm a transparent moment. I really feel like, why am I doing this? Why am I spending like even now, why at 2 o'clock in the morning am I taking my time out of my day to put this out here? And then I get a message like this, and I don't want to brush you off, and I don't want to say anything the wrong way and make you guys think something because I know how social media comes off. But I really wish, man, I really wish that somebody would have just. I wish somebody would have did this for me, and somebody would have just. It really matters to me that the information that I put out and the stuff that I share, that people are really using it because I know that there are a lot of people out there that are charging you for this information. They ask you to buy their books and their courses, and I'm not knocking the hustle, and I know I can do it. And I'll probably monetize this at some point, but there are a lot of people out there who just don't have it. Like you ain't got it. You ain't got it. Ain't nobody trying to give it to you, and you ain't got enough money to scrape together to pull it together. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to walk through step by step what I did, how I put my life together, and how I think some of these things might work for you. So the very first thing that I always start off with is, guys, you have got to fix your credit. You cannot operate, live in this world with a 400, 500 credit score. You won't survive. The tidal wave and the stuff that's out here is so great that you will get run over. You will never get out of the situation that you're in if you have a 400, 500, 600 credit score. That's the first step. I will even go over how you can fix your credit. I'll go over that with you right now. I don't see any comments coming in through Facebook or YouTube right now, I don't think. But I will go over that with you. All right. I'll go over that with you. And then from there, I'll show you how to leverage your credit, or at least I'll share with you how I leverage my credit. All right. So credit is the first thing. You can fix your credit on your own. I did it myself. I do have a credit repair business. If you'd like more detailed one-on-one help or mentorship, I can do that. It does cost. You can do a lot of this stuff on your own. I fixed my credit on my own. It took me over, but guys, you got to understand, if you do it on your own, look, I don't care what them people tell you. It is tough. It is tough to go up against these companies because there's strength in numbers. So I had to build out, I had to join and build with companies and build downlines and get a team of people that were way stronger than me to help me get my credit to what it is now. And, thankfully, and by the grace of God, right now, my credit is a 790, right? And this isn't, and before I even move any further with this, because I know I may lose some people, at any point of this, anything that I'm telling you, this video, it's not a sales pitch, okay? Now, if you want to partner with me on some business, you want me to send you some links, all that kind of stuff, I'll do that. But the purpose of me doing this video at 2 o'clock in the morning is what this lady reached out to me because she was homeless. And she took the information that I did. Now, it took her some time, 3 to 4 years, right? But I'm going to show you how I was able to amass over $100,000 in credit and how you can use that to leverage your life. So shut up, Corey. Jump right into it, okay? All right, so check it out. So look, fixing your credit, that's number one. Let me write this stuff down. If you got any comments or anything, comment down below and or ask me some questions, and I'll try my best to answer anything that you have. So step number one is fix your credit. You got to start there. Again, like I said, I can help you, or you can do it on your own. Step number two is, so I'm going to cover up my numbers. You don't want the internet getting my numbers. This is one of my, this was my card that I started out with. This is a PNC debit card. Everybody has this. You guys are doing this, okay? You are using debit, okay? So step number two is you have to stop. I'm writing this down for myself, okay? And please, seriously, take notes. This is live. If you're watching a replay, pause this, go get some pen and paper and take notes. Your brain is not like everything that I have in my head. I don't even know everything that I'm going to say. I'm sure I'm going to leave out some stuff, but you got to write it down. You got to write this stuff down. All right. You have to stop. You have to stop using your cash and your debit cards. Okay. So when I was little, we used cash. Cash was king. That's how we rolled. They switched everybody over to a debit card. Some people still have cash, but every transaction that you're making is on your debit card. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand that your money, your debit card money, is giving you nothing. You're trading nothing for, you're giving away your money and you're not getting anything for it. You have got to stop. You got to stop doing this. So once you fix your credit, and the goal in the credit game is to be 700 or higher, okay? That's important, man. Write that down, man. You want to be 700 or higher, because that really is where the game is played. That's where the real game of credit is played, 700 or higher. When you have low credit scores, they ask you for 12 references and everything, all right? All right, so fix your credit. Stop using your debit or credit card. You want to be 700 or higher. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because if your credit score does not begin with a 4, 5, or 6, whatever I'm saying beyond this point is not really going to apply to you, because nobody's going to touch you. Like no bank is going to touch you, no credit card is going to touch you, no car dealership is going to touch. I mean, they'll give you a car, but it's going to be at a high interest rate. No apartment is going to touch you, no cell phone company is going to touch you. So listen. Fix your credit, right? If you need to pause this part, if you want to watch it all, that's cool, but fix your credit and then go on and do the things that I'm talking about. Do not do the things that I'm talking about with bad credit, because your interest rates are going to be astronomical and you're never going to get out of the situation that you're in with bad credit. Okay. All right. So fix our credit, stop using our credit cards, 700 credit score. The next thing I did after that was I went and got I don't have them with me on me now. I'm missing a couple cards, but I went and got, let me cover this up again. I was at PNC and then I went over to Capital One and I got, I had some Quicksilver cards. I know you guys have Quicksilver cards too, but I created a business. Now I know everybody, you're not an entrepreneur. You don't want to have a business. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. I'm talking about getting money, business credit, and personal credit. I fixed my credit and then I went and got some business credit. I had personal credit with Capital One, but when you go into Capital One, when I go into Capital One or I walk into any bank or anywhere as Corey, they're only going to give me so much money. When I go in as Sugar Rim Bar, guess what happens now? They give me hundreds of thousands, of $10, $50, $60, $70,000 to expand my business. So this is what I'm saying. Like, this is so important. I sign behind my business of Sugar Rim Bar. I don't have no one else signing behind me. I sign behind this. So I fixed my credit and then I started creating Sugar Rim Bar. If you do not have a business, you need to go out and get an LLC. You can do it for free. You can go online, guys. We live in the digital world. All you got to do is Google it. Go to LLC.com. Just Google how to create an LLC. You can fill out the paperwork. Create an LLC. They're going to give you an EIN number, a tax ID number, right? You go on IRS.gov, go on and get a tax ID number. Then you're going to get your articles of incorporation because you're creating a business. You're creating a business. All right. Then you're going to take that stuff. Okay, cool. I see some messages coming over here. Hey, Gibson, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. So then you're going to take that, right? You're going to take your articles of incorporation. You're going to take your tax ID. You're going to take your LLC paperwork. You're going to go to the bank. You're going to open up a business checking account. Now, I bank with Capital One. You can bank with whomever you choose to, but I want staple banks that are all over the place. So I'm banking with Capital One. The reason one of the biggest reasons why I got these cards, mostly every card that I have has cash back rewards. You remember what I told you at the top of this. We got to stop trading our money. So remember, look, I started off with this card, this PNC card, right? This gave me nothing. I was literally spending my money and not getting anything. This is what you're doing every day. You're buying your groceries. You're paying your cell phone bill. You said, how long does it take to get reported? One credit cycle. Let me put that up on. You guys won't be able to see this on Instagram. I'll put this up on YouTube and Facebook. You said, how long does it take to get them reported? One credit cycle is 30 to 45 days. If anybody tells you they can fix your credit or nothing happens. You guys got to know that everything, it's all a game. All of it is a game. You're playing Monopoly, but it's the game of life, right? So you got to stop using these. You got to stop paying your cell phone bill, your insurance. My life became a business. Everything that I do, no matter what I do, it's all a business. And I know somebody out there is going to say something like, you got to separate your personal and absolutely. But I don't have a personal life anymore. I don't have a personal life. There is no more hanging out at the club, popping bop. No, everything is business. And the reason why I want to do that is because I can leverage this way more than I can do this. So imagine that you get even your cell phone. You take your cell phone out of your name. I'm telling you guys, please listen to me, man. This is real jewels that I wish somebody would have given me 10 years ago, 15 years ago when I started my business. Take your cell phone out of your name and go down to T-Mobile, go down to Verizon, go down to AT&T, create a business account so you can write it off. You want the tax write-off. And then you want to put your family, you hire them or whatever, you put them underneath your cell phone plan. But guys, you do this on everything, man. You do this on everything in your life. You want to trade. So this card right here gives me 2% cash back. Every time I spend this money, I get 2% cash back. Now you don't see this in front of me, but I have probably 20 cards in front of me, and I'll show them all. I'll go over everything with you. I'll tell you the dollar amounts on them and all that. This card has about $20,000 on it, right? Now remember, this is the bank's money. This is the bank's money. This is my money. So imagine that I go out to, I don't know, let's say I go out to, I'm at a restaurant or whatever, right? If I swipe this, and let's say a computer or some hacker or some scammer was trying to get over on me, if they take this money out of my account, I'm pretty sure I can get it back This is my debit card money. This is real cold hard cash. I'm sure at some point I could file a complaint, whatever. But if they did it on my business account, more than likely, I'm going to get that money right back. I'll just open up a case, or they can close my card and send me another card. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried that somebody tried to buy a car with this card or tried to go shopping or whatever. I can just shut that down, and they can reverse the charges. That's going to be hard to do with cash. It's not impossible, but it's going to be hard to do. It's going to take, and we're living in a time in a world now where, guys, the average person, you don't have $1,000, man. You don't have $1,000 in savings. And again, I told you guys, I never want to come off on these things and act like I'm preaching to you. I lived that life. I lived the exact same life, man. I was doing the exact same thing that everybody else was doing. If you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube, I'm putting up my my email address. If you have any questions, and I know you can call me, you can message me, you can send me an email. I'm really doing this from a space that I wish that somebody would have given me this information. All right, so this card gets 2% cash back. I'm using this on everything. So at the end of the month, or the end of the year, or the end of the quarter, how much money are you spending? Start thinking about it. So if you have your cell phone in your name, you start doing things as business transactions in your name. How much money can you amass? How much money can you get? Right? Here's another card that I have. I'm covering up the numbers. I'm just covering up the numbers, y'all. This is a BB&T Spectrum card. This card has $10,000 on. Also, if you like, leave in the comments. What I can also do is I can send you links to all these cards. Most of the cards that I have are cashback cards, and a lot of them are pre-approval cards. And that is huge, massive. Something I didn't know also in the beginning is that, there are pre-approval companies out there that will approve you before they run your credit, because you don't want to get those hard inquiries. I had no idea about hard inquiries. I'm sure a lot of people out there, I'm sure you know about it now, but I didn't know about it. I just figured I'd go apply, and you try to go get a car and then run your name through 15 different dealerships. And I'm not harping on the car guys. If there are any car guys watching this, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm harping on you, but they run your name and you go to 12 different banks when you could have just had good credit. You could have just went to your bank and you could have just got pre-approved for an auto loan at 2%, whatever they offer, whatever the lowest interest rate they're offering, you can get it. And then you walk down to the car dealership, or you do like I did. You call the car dealership and you say, hey, listen, I'm coming down. I saw it online, have it cleaned up, and have it go. Javon Howard here says, what do you suggest for an 18-year-old with a blank history? That's a great question. So with my children, right, with my kids and with friends of mine, their children, what I did for them is I gave them a blueprint too. I have a video on YouTube where there's a young lady, and I helped her get a lot of credit. So if you are 18 and you have nothing, you have to establish credit. The problem that you're going to have when you're 18 is nobody's going to give you anything. So it's kind of like that job when you want to be a bartender. How can you be a bartender with experience if nobody gives you a job with experience? It's the same thing with your credit. So when you're 18, what you have to do is you need to start building your credit. There are so many programs out there that can help you. Let me give you some, okay? So, and again, I can add, Jovan, I'll add links to these. I'll have to go back and add links to these to help you. One thing you can do is you can get a secure credit card. You can go down to your bank, whoever you bank with. The minimum amount, some banks may or may not be different, but you can get a $200 secure credit card. You're basically borrowing your own money. And so you're going to give the bank $200. They're going to give you a card, right? So I'm just going to grab one of the cards, but they're going to give you a card. What you then do, Jovan, I'm telling you what to do, but then I'm going to give you the life hack that if somebody, Jovan, if you're still watching this, if you're 18, somebody should have told you this, and you don't want to wait until you're like me and you get 40 and figure it out. You go get your secure card, Jovan, your money, and you use it for everything, brother. And then every day, all you do is, because if you had the money anyway, because remember, they've conditioned and trained you to use your debit account. Don't do that. Go get the secure card, use it, transfer the money out of your debit account and pay that secure card off every day, Jovan, and try to get them to. Now, again, I may be giving you outdated information. I don't know. I'm just going to share with you what I did. Back in the day, I had a $300 secure card. So I would use it every single day, right? And then I would go into the bank and give them cash. And then I would call the bank and say, hey, listen, I just made a $500. I increased my limits, $500 payment. Can you release that money? right? So then they would release my money to me, which allowed me to go back out and spend more money. See, so basically what I'm doing is it's almost like Las Vegas. I'm betting on the fact that 90 to 95% of America, there's 300 million people in America, and more than half of them have bad debt, and the other half is in debt. I'm sorry, more than half have bad credit, and the other half is in debt. I'm not going to fall into that trap. I'm going to be the ultra 1% where I'm never going to pay the bank their money. And even though even when I'm making this video, and it could be all over the place, and you could find value in it, or you may not find value in it. If you are finding value in it, leave some comments down below, or send me some thumbs up, or interact with me. I don't know where you guys are, right? And I'm kind of talking to myself, right? But if somebody would have just helped me and just showed me this, right? So Jovan, you can get a secure card and give them your own money. The next thing you can do is there's companies out there where you can if you stay with, let's say you're staying with your parents. I don't know your living situation, Jovan, but let's say you're staying with your parents. You can have rental income added to your credit reports. I had no idea that you could do that, right? I had no idea. One other thing that you can do, there are 3 other companies. And again, guys, if you remind me, matter of fact, let me write this stuff down, right? So, Jovan, I'm going to send you a link to a secure card. I'll post that. And what I'll do is after this is over, after the broadcast or whatever, I will go back and I'll add all of these links to each thing. I'll do it on Instagram, I'll do it on Facebook, and I'll do it on YouTube. And everything that I'm going to give you within reason, a lot of it, 90 to 95% of it is going to be free. There could be some fees or something associated to whatever I send you, but it's not me attaching the fees. Like the credit your rent thing that I did, that's $9 a month. That's not my company. And everything that I'm telling you that I'm sharing with you, I either did it or I'm currently doing it. So I'll send you the thing for the secure credit card. I did that for myself. I'll send you the thing for the rent, and then there's 3 other websites that I'll send you where they're builder accounts. They're credit builder accounts. One of them is called Self. The other one's Credit Builder, and then there's another one I use. I think it's called Credit Strong. I think. And in these accounts, what you're basically doing is you're gonna set the parameters, the time limits, the terms. They give you options. So you get to pick and choose whatever works for you. And I believe they range anywhere from 300 to 500 and up. So you basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay yourself this amount of money. They're gonna take that money and put it into a savings account each and every month, or however you set it up, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, however. They're gonna take that money and put it into an account. So over the course of 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, however long you set it up, that money is going to go to an interest-bearing account. At the end of the term of that account, they're going to send you a check back for whatever money you put into that. Guys, I had no idea that these things existed. None at all. And not only do you get your money back, you get it back in interest. Now, here's the beauty of those accounts. And honestly, I would do all 3. And I've learned about all 3, but I did each of them one at a time. The beauty of the accounts is on your credit reports on all 3 of your bureaus. Oh man, you guys are talking. All right. I'll get to the questions. I will get to, if you hang in there with me, I promise you, I will answer every question that you ask me on each one. The beauty of the accounts is that when they get reported to the credit bureaus, the beautiful thing about them is they don't show up as savings accounts. They show up as if you're paying off a credit card. Now, remember, each thing that I'm telling you about, I'm going to give you how it works, and then I'm going to give you the life. I'm going to give you the hustle hack. I'm going to give you the grindpreneur hack of how I hacked it, right? So what I did for those accounts is I would go to my bank, because I would set them up. They're $25 a month, or you can take $10 a week. There's something that costs $1 a month. And again, I'll add those links. I'll go back and add those links to these so you can see them. So what I did was I went to my bank. I set up a completely separate account, free checking account, right? I took $500 or $300, whatever the amount of money was that I needed. I put that money into that account. And here's why I did that. Here's the hack of why I did that. Let's say it's $10 a month. Let's say you find one that's $15 a month. I got so many things going on in my life. I'm not going to remember to pay a $15 savings account. So here I am, I'm paying my mortgage, I'm paying my car, I'm paying my insurance, I'm paying my cell phone. You're doing all this stuff. And then what happens when you forget that one time to pay that $15 thing? Or your account gets overdrawn because you're living in that funny part of life where everything's fuzzy. Guys, you got to learn to sort of like separate your money. You got to have your fun money if that's what you want, and then you have that you purposely. Again, these are things that I did. I purposely earmarked certain accounts to do certain functions. So I opened up an account that could handle just paying off the credit builder account, where every month I knew I didn't have to worry about it because I put in the $500 or whatever, the 300, whatever it was. I put it in there and I left it on autopilot. There's a beautiful thing. If anybody's out there and you're watching, man, there's a beautiful thing about having your bills on auto pay, because I lived a life where I didn't have my bills on auto pay. And I had to, in your mind, I knew every bill and everything that was due. But when your life starts expanding, you're not going to know every bill that's due. So you got to start insulating yourself and protecting yourself and investing in yourself to create these accounts. And I put them in separate different places. I threw the money over there and I never worried about it. Now I'm going to give you another higher life hack that I did with these accounts. So each one of these accounts, I may have signed up for the 3-year plan or the 5-year plan or whatever, but I never let the money mature to the 5 years. What I did is I let it go to 12 months. So I would have 12 on-time payments, and then I would pay the entire thing off, because I'm not trying to, at the end of the day, this is a higher level life hack. I'm not trying to carry that balance for 5 years. Even though I'm amassing more, I'm trying to get my debt to income, which we have not even talked about. I'm trying to get my debt to income as low as possible and my available credit as high as possible. So the lower I lower my debt to income and the higher I raise my available credit, my credit score soars. And again, that was just a hack that I did. I'm going to move on, but I want to get to some of your questions, because if you guys are still watching. Larry asked, how do you build strong business credit? So Larry, here's what I did, man. And I'll try my best not to spend 20 minutes on one answer. I get a little long-winded because I get passionate about this stuff. And then in my mind, like, I've been doing this for 15 years and I'm cramming 15 years worth of my experience into an explanation, which is difficult, right? Like that one topic alone is a webinar, right? So, all right, so I'll get this. All right. So Larry, here's what I did. So I don't know if you've been watching from the beginning, but the problem, Larry, is I was existing in my debit card life. You got to get out of your debit card, Larry, and you have to create. So this is me as my company. I'm just covering up my numbers, sir. So this is me as my company. I created, if you came in on this, Larry, I created a company, and then I have good credit, and then I signed behind my business. And then not only did I sign behind my business, there's a few things that I left off, as I was explaining that earlier. I got a little sidetracked, my bad. But not only do I create my business, got my ELN, got my EIN, LLC. I'm a S corp now, but got my EIN and all that. I got a Duns and Brad number. All right, I got a Duns and Brad number, man. You got to get a Duns and Brad number, man. You got to get on there. Your business, you have to start creating accounts. You have to start creating accounts underneath your business, and not only creating accounts underneath your business, you got to start working. Like, money has to start coming in and out of the account. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get Paydex vendor accounts. So you want vendors paying you that are getting reported. And you can YouTube this stuff, Larry, man. And it's not that I'm not trying to not hide anything from you, but like I said, I get a little bit long-winded in the tooth. We're talking about this stuff. So you can find vendors. You can go out and get, as your business, you can go get gas card, fleet cards, Jiffy Lube. What's another place that there was another fleet card sorry if my brain is, I'm having a brain fart right now. But there's fleet cards out there that you can get underneath your business. And so when you're putting gas in your vehicles, Larry, you can use your fleet card, your business card, and then write it off. It's a gas expense. How's the government going to tell you, or well, the Lord love us, don't let me get demonetized or whatever, but how is someone going to tell you that you didn't go down the street to handle some business? I mean, you technically did, right? I mean, that's what you did. So those are just certain ways. And thank you, Joanne. She said, Joanne said, you're taking notes. That's what I'm saying. And if you need to pause this or whatever, you need to, I hope I'm giving you great information. Cheryl said, when do I sleep? I don't really. Ever since I've kind of been this way my entire existence of doing Sugar Rim Bar. I get into this These are the times, man, that 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the morning. You guys, come on, man. You're out there, talk to me. This is the time when you grinding and you hustling. All right. But let me move on to these cards so I can show you guys what I have. All right, here's another card that I have. This is the Discover card. The reason I love Discover is Discover runs a promotion throughout the year, and they have a 5% calendar. So each quarter, January to March, right, April to July. You got to go on there and break it down. But they have 4 different seasons on their thing, and each quarter they're giving away 5%. This card gives me 5% cash back. Where can you get 5% on your money at? The bank ain't giving it to you. So remember, guys, you have money sitting in your debit account. Remember what I was telling you guys. You got to stop using your debit or credit card. You have to stop this. You have money sitting in your debit or credit account. This money, you go and buy, I don't know, a soda, right? So let's say Discover is giving away 5% every time you go to 7-Eleven. I'm using that as an extreme example. So you walk into 7-Eleven, you spend your debit or credit card, or you spend cash. I walk into 7-Eleven, I get the same thing, and I use this, and they give me 5%. I don't care if it's a 99-cent Slurpee. Listen, man, if anybody's out there feeling what I'm saying, I need all of my coins. I need all my shmoney. I need all my money, because the world has been beating me up ever since the day I was born, that I'm in a system that is designed to take from me. They literally operate and exist because I'm foolish about my money. It's the only way they exist. 300 million people are just willy-nilly just throwing their money out there. I had to stop, and I had to stop using my debit or credit card. So they give me 5% cash back currently, and the promotion that they're doing right now is they give me 5% back on gas. So up until yesterday, with this whole gas thing that's going on, I still pay my gas. So you're getting gas anyway, guys, ladies and gentlemen. If you're getting gas anyway, even if you're out there running out and you're filling out 50-gallon containers of gas, you were going to buy the gas anyway. What happens when you get 5% back on your money? And we haven't even talked about the other app that I have that you guys know that I promote all the time about gas, right? And we haven't even talked about the other app that I have that when I scan my receipt, I get money from that. And then we haven't even talked about there's 3 other apps that I use where I scan the same receipt. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm going on and on and on, and I haven't even shown you. I know I've been talking for a minute, right? But we're just scratching the tip of the iceberg. I could give a whole lecture on everything that I'm doing, because and I learned this stuff. Nobody showed me this stuff. Nobody showed me, man. Let's see. You said, how do you get the numbers? What'd you say, Larry? How do you get the numbers that you mentioned? When you say the numbers, what do you mean, man? I don't know what you mean when you say the numbers, because and it's not you, Larry. It's just I'm all over the place. I don't know what I said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Gibson said gas is very high. Yes, gas. I'm reading the comments on Facebook and YouTube, Instagram. I'm not ignoring you guys. Just they're commenting over there. You guys y'all ain't saying nothing. So yeah, gas is very high right now. But again, I had to spend the money anyway. But I'm getting cash back. So this card I have. I want to say $9,000 on this card available. So remember, I was telling you there's $20,000 on here. This card has $20,000. This card has $9,000. This card has $10,000. This card has $10,000. Here's another Capital One card that I have. This card has 8,000. I think there's 8,000 on this card. So look, I haven't even, guys, I have 30 cards. All right. So at that, can somebody add that up for me? What did I just say? What did I say? 10, 20, 30. So it's about $40,000, right? It's about $40,000 in these cards right here, right? So I'm gonna put those to the side. We'll move on to some other cards. And then the other cards that I have. Hey, Mr. Mentor, good morning, man. How are you? Oh, the Duns and Brad. You can Google that too, man. And that's free too. You can set, once you have your LLC and your EIN, your articles and stuff, you can log on and create your Duns and Brad number to create your business, to get your business up and running. I hope I'm answering that for you, brother. So then another set of cards that you want to get for your business. Sorry, covering up my stuff again. is I have American Express cards. So this card is miles. So if you can see, so it says Delta Sky Miles. Now I fly on Southwest. That if you guys are watching this, I love Southwest. I love that my bags fly free. I love the little heart underneath. I love the fact that I can cancel my stuff anytime and they give me my stuff. Just a good company to work with. But I have over 100,000 miles on this card, right? I'm gonna show you on both cameras, right? On this card, I have over 100,000 miles. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have to spend the money anyway. I gotta buy stuff. I gotta do stuff anyway. So if I'm doing it anyway, why not? And then sometimes they'll put out promotions, right? They'll say something like, "Hey, spend $3,000 and we'll give you 10,000 miles." Okay, I gotta do it as a business anyway. So instead of I know that, and it's kind of difficult to keep all this stuff. Remember, I'm telling you, one car is giving me gas, one saying that. I got all this stuff in my head. But if I'm going to spend the $3,000 anyway, I'm going to pick up the 10,000 miles. And why would I do that? Because I know that as the world opens up, or even if it didn't, whatever, when I want to travel, how much money do you save when you get free airline tickets? And I don't know if you guys travel or whatever, but if you can successfully maneuver it, and if you work it out pretty good, I could probably get a round trip ticket. Let's say I wanted to go. I'm in Maryland, so let's say I wanted to go to Miami. That may cost me 20,000 points. But remember, guys, I got 100,000 points. So how much money are you saving when you're not buying your airline ticket? Because I had to go to Miami anyway. Or if I chose to go to Miami on a vacation. Let's say I wanted to go to Miami on a vacation. So anyway, so that was 40,000. This card has, I think this card has $3,000 or $4,000. This is an Amex business card. Amex business card. There's $20,000 on this card, right? So what is that? 30. That's 40, 50. Was that almost $60,000? I think that's like 60 grand. All right. This is another Amex card. This is an Amex cash card. This cash card gives me 2% cash back. Remember, every card that I'm showing you either gives me, all of them pretty much give me cash, which is what cash is what you really want. Cash is what you really want. I don't want even though I have cards, I don't really want the reward points. I don't really want the travel amount. I'll take them. But at the end of the day, cash is what I want. The cash back is what I really want, because look, guys, where we are, and whoever's watching this, and again, the reason why I said that maybe you may be coming in on this on the tail end. I'm doing this because people reached out to me. A young lady reached out to me. She was homeless a few years ago. She watches my videos, and she got her life together, and she's on her feet, and she was thanking me. You need the cash, man, because when you're in that low point in life, I can't do anything with a gift card to Groupon. I need cash to get out of the situation that I'm in. And if you're really focused on what you're doing, if you're taking any value into what I'm saying, you take that cash and you pay down your debt, because we're all in debt. It is the money that's crushing you. It's the bills that's crushing you. It's the expenses. It's the you're working 40 hours, but you got more month than you got money. Like, you're fighting. You're never going to win. You're never going to win. You're on an endless merry-go-round. You're on just a horrible Groundhog Day that's never going to end, because you're here, but to get out of where you are, the debt ceiling is like, you're never going to get out of it. So I'm taking the money from the bank. Here's what I did. I'm taking the money from the bank. So if I'm these techniques and these things that I'm showing you, what if you can get this money from the bank, right? Doesn't even matter if it's, look, guys, it doesn't even matter if it's $50, all right? Because the other thing is, this ain't get rich quick. Like I said, I ain't selling no courses, all right? I ain't trying to get nothing over on nobody. But if I can show you how to make an extra $20 a week, $50 a month, $100 a month, what happens when you take that 100 and you use the bank's money and pay your cell phone bill? Or you use the bank's money and you put that in your gas tank. Use the bank's money and you put food on your table. I'm very serious when I say this, because I had to get out of the situation I was in. And I was just in this spiraling downward situation where I couldn't, I just, no matter how much I worked, I never had enough money. So there's a difference between multiple streams of income and multiple sources of income. I got to write that down. Streams versus sources. And what I was looking for was multiple sources of income, not just streams. I need sources. Something's got to, I'm only one man with, back then, a house and a wife and kids and cars. And you got all these things coming at you as one person. I need some help. I need other sources to get in here to handle this debt. So anyway, that's what I was getting at. All right, you guys are getting active on here on YouTube and Instagram. Oh, yo, freelance said, keep spilling the beans, being educated for 4 years. Yeah, man. And that's really at the end of the day. So on YouTube, Instagram, they were saying that we've been undereducated for 400 years. That's sort of like why I'm driving this home. Us as a culture, us as a people, the greatest thing that a lot of my clients, especially when I deal with the credit thing. So if you guys don't know, I do run a credit repair business. Shout out to myself. I can't fix your credit. But most of the clients that I talk to, like the stuff that I learned, nobody gave this stuff to me. So imagine here I am just blown away at 40 plus years old. What if I'd have known this if somebody would have gave me this game at 18, 19, 20, where would I be? So my children, everything that I'm sitting here doing with y'all, I've done this with my kids. And I'm not calling all my kids. You don't know what you don't know. And I'm never mad at anybody. I'm not mad at none of y'all family because we weren't taught this. If they were teaching finance in school, if they were teaching real estate in school, they're not going to teach you about trust funds in the school system. They're not going to teach you about living benefits and life insurance policies. They're not going to teach you about crypto and the stock market in school. That doesn't benefit the system. They got to keep you down. The whole system works because you're a slave. And so look, on Instagram, someone said, my parents never taught us about it. I'm so thankful you're here and I'm 38. Yeah, but and just like you're saying, our parents, my parents are still alive, and I've had this conversation with my parents, and I asked them, why didn't you teach us this stuff? And your parents are probably the same. They didn't know. And I can't be mad at them for not knowing. So you said I'm back to doing credit repair again. I never stopped doing credit repair. I never stopped. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I partnered with another company. I brought in a lot of volume. I was bringing over $60,000 to $70,000 a month into that company, and they couldn't handle the volume. It's not a knock on the company. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. They couldn't handle the volume that I was bringing in. So I had to find another company. And to be very honest with you, a lot of us, and I was guilty of this too. A lot of people out there think that you're going to pay me, and then you're just going to walk away. Like I paid Corey, and he ain't fixed my credit. That's not how credit works. That's not how it works. And I don't want to go on. I don't want to go into this new phase, this new chapter of my life that God is blessing me with people that want to get rich quick, that want me to wave a magic wand. I've said these on videos before. That want me to wave a magic wand and fix their credit. Guys, that's not how it works. And it would be highly unethical. It wouldn't be fair. I would be getting over on you if I just took your money. I want you to learn, like I'm doing in this video. If you're my client, if I'm coaching you one-on-one, you need to wake up every day just as hungry as I am, because it's your credit. It's your life. This is your family that's affected by it. I have so many people that are 40 and 50 and 60 years old that they've had bad credit all their lives. They don't even look at their credit score. They don't even look. I have clients that sign up with me, and the very month, all I need them to do is update me with their credit report. That's all I need them to do. They get their mail. The mail comes in. Their credit report's going to come in an envelope like this. They're going to get their credit report in an envelope like this. And you know what they do? Throw it on the desk. And it sits there for months. Because no one's ever held your hand and held your feet to the fire and made you open that paperwork up and scan it and send it to me. Because every day that is sitting on your desk is a day that we're not working on your credit. And so many people out there, you know how many commercials I see, how many YouTube people, everybody's talking about fix your credit, but nobody's teaching you how to maintain your credit. So what's the purpose of you paying me or learning this stuff or doing it if you never develop the habits or you never learn the systems? You're in a game that you're in a game. There's a game being played on you, and you don't even recognize that you're in a game. So what's the point of going through all of that anyway? So answer your question. I've never stopped fixing people's credit. I just adjusted my energy, my time, because a lot of people, and if you're my client and you're watching this, I don't mean to offend you. I want to help as many people as possible, but you, if I've talked to you on the phone, I told you I want you to be an active participant in your own rescue. I want to help you. I want to be there for you, but you got to want this. I'm not going to wait. I'm just telling you, I got tens of thousands of people. I can't wake up every day and go down a list of people and be like, hey, let's see who's on here. Hey, Kane Collective, did you pay your bills today? I don't have time to do it, man. I don't have time to do it. Mr. Mentor Credit Jams was saying, yo, that's a good one too, man. Thank you for bringing that up. I think that's the one I was forgetting, man. He has a Lowe's, Lowe's, Home Depot. Those are great starter cards to get. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to approve you. You know what I'm saying? Because some of their criteria may be a little bit whatever. But Lowe's and Home Depot, those are great cards to get, man. And if you can get them in your business, sign up as a contractor. You going under their business, sign up as a contractor. Those are good to get. So let's check out. We got a lot of stuff going on here. You said, what's the best way to get in touch with you? Here, let me show you. I'm gonna show you right here. Here's what you do. That's my email address right there. You send me an email. We'll set up some time. I do one-on-one consultations. I will help you. I want to push through this stuff though. Okay. Look, I want to show you another. If you guys, and if I'm running through this too fast, like I said, get some notes, get your pen and paper, sit down and write the stuff down, man. This is Industrial Bank. I have an Industrial Bank account. Industrial Bank has an account called a Kasasa checking account. Again, I have to double check it. I'm not sure if they're still running the same special. I have a different program because I have another account with them. But they have a Kasasa checking account which pays you 2.5% back on your money. This is a bank that's paying you back a cash incentive. Now there are some criteria that you have to have. There's a certain set of things that you need to do each month when you're working with the bank. You have to have online banking. You have to make I think it's 12 or 14 transactions. If anyone knows exactly what it is, put it in the comments to help someone else out. And then the other thing is you have to go online and you have to log into your account at least once a month. And if you do those three things, which is easy to do because remember, you got to buy bubble gum. You're buying Starbucks. Just do 12 transactions like you've been doing. Go online one time. Look at your account balance because you're doing that again anyway, right? And then you'll earn 2.5% cash back on the money that's sitting in your account. So here's the thing: you have money sitting in your account. You have a debit account. That's the same thing that Industrial Bank is offering. And not only are they offering that, they're a Black-owned bank, one of the oldest Black-owned banks in Washington, D.C. So I'm supporting a Black-owned bank. I live, it's 3 exits away from me. Well, the one in Maryland is. The other one's 2 exits the other way. It's a local bank. They're supporting local businesses. So what I'm saying is you got your money in Bank of America. You got your money in Wells Fargo. You got your money in SunTrust, PNC, BB&T, on and on and on and on and on, right? When's the last time that you know that Bank of America helped the small business owner down the street? When's the last time that you know that Wells Fargo helped your neighbor get a home loan? I know that Industrial Bank, and they get a lot of, we gotta stop being so crucial on each other, man. They get a lot of flack because it's a Black-owned bank. I call and they put me on hold. Bank of America don't even answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get sidetracked. But I know that the money that I have invested in Industrial Bank, that money is going out into the community and it's helping people that look just like me get loans, micro loans, open businesses. So and I know a lot of people that work at the bank and some of the managers and stuff like that. And I developed a relationship with mostly everybody at my banks, but I developed a relationship with the people at Industrial Bank. All right, let's go on. Here's another great card that I have. And this is, I know you guys, look, I stand behind this, boy. This is like, hey, this is my blue magic. I stamped that. It's guaranteed. And that is this, my Navy Federal card, man. My Navy Federal card. Guys, if you got Navy Federal, woo, I know. Tell me, come on, y'all. Talk to me, man. Is there any Navy Federal people out there? So on this card, I have $25,000. I can increase the limit. I just haven't. So here's what I did with this account. I've had this account for, God, man, I don't know how long. I may swipe it once or twice a year to keep it active, but this was the account that I put my children on. I put my children on this account as authorized users. I did it when they were 15 and 17. So when they turned 18, all my kids have 700 credit scores. And please, I don't say that to brag, all right? I say that in the vein, in the respect. Man, I hope I don't lose this camera right here. Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, guys. One of my phone's about to die. I'm good. I got about 28%. I'm good. I say that in the vein and the respect that I had to switch the batteries out. That I give my kids the information that I wish my parents would have given me, and that's not a knock on my parents. They didn't have the information. So not only did I add my kids to back then, this is years ago. Not only did I add them to one of my highest amounts of cards, I didn't mess up their credit. I didn't use the card. So I instantly gave my children $25,000 on their credit, on their credit reports on all three bureaus. And I don't use the card. And then from there, what I was able to do for my children was I then opened up smaller accounts. I don't have the cards in front of me. They have the cards, but I opened up smaller accounts in my personal name, and they may have been 3,000 or 5,000, whatever. And I gave each one of them their own individual, because at that time they still couldn't get credit, right? But I gave each one of them their own card. And then what I asked them to do is, so you're going to go out and you're going to go to Chick-fil-A and you're going to put gas in your car. Same thing like I'm telling you guys, but remember, these are kids, 18, 19, they're making $200-300 a week, whatever. You're going to spend your money anyway. I want you to spend your money on this card. Now, the account is in my name and you're an authorized user, but I want you to give me the money from that card, and I paid the card off. And I had them do that because I was teaching them how to pay their bills on time. And then when the card accrued rewards, I just paid the card off, and I didn't give them the money. I didn't give them the money. I used that money to pay the card off. And so I taught them how to pay their own bills. And then from there, what I was able to do was then I piggybacked them, and it didn't take long. I mean, it didn't take long at all. Then I piggybacked them to now they have their own cards. They're still on my accounts. I haven't taken them off because I'm not going to close their accounts out, because they get the seasoned cards because I'm their dad. So like even when I'm saying this, when I'm having these conversations, guys, think about this. Think about this. You have family members. I'm telling you what I did for my children. It was a no-brainer, because I woke up in my mind and my life, and it was no-brainer to me. You have family members with 700 credit scores and hundreds of $1,000s that will never add you as an authorized user. You're jumping on Instagram and Facebook, and you're going down the YouTube rabbit hole to buy trade lines. When you have a brother or a sister or a mother or a dad that can simply just add you as an authorized user, but they're never going to listen. I'm making this video, and you're thinking to yourself, "Oh yeah, Corey, that could work." They're never going to do it, because we have been overall. Some people will, but as a majority, we have been conditioned, crabs in the barrel. We're not going to help each other. They literally think you're going to ruin their credit, guys. Do you understand? Why am I doing this? Because we are in such, I want to cuss. I want to cuss to really get the point across, but I'm not going to. I want to keep this clean. We are in such a mess. They got us so messed up in the head that we don't even help each other. So I didn't want to do that to my children. I added them as authorized users. I added them to this card. I then gave them their own cards in my name. And then I showed them each how to get their own. Now, so remember, I started them off with 20,000. I gave them $3,000 to $5,000 cards. Now each one of them have their own 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, whatever the amount is. But now they're earning their own rewards. They were earning it on the other card anyway, but they're earning their own rewards. And now, like my daughter and my son, they're able to get their own apartments. Now I'm going to show them how we can invest in real estate, because they don't have to get an apartment. Because again, my parents didn't tell me to invest. What if our parents would have told us at 18 to go out and buy that rundown, broken crack house down the street? Now that crack house worth $700,000. That one house, you'd be a millionaire right now, wouldn't you? Cheers to that. All right. Mentor Credit Jams, you got all the questions. That's what I like. You say you drive an 18-wheeler and have an LLC. Dope, man. Run everything through your business, brother. If you have a debit or a credit card, run everything through your business. I'll send you, if you want, brother, I will send you 20 apps that you can use completely for free, and you'll start making money tomorrow. Now you're not gonna, you ain't gonna make $1 million. You ain't gonna get rich right now, but you'll start generating money. So the thing with like that is, imagine that you're putting out $100 every day. I know you spend way more than that, but imagine that you're putting out $100 every day. What if I can show you ways that you can get 50% of your money back? And again, guys, look, we ain't doing no phone calls, ain't no presentations. I'm not asking you to meet me at the Never Give Up Summit in Texas, although that would be dope. I'm not asking you to become a quantum level member, stellar, whatever. No, guys, I'm just saying, like, I was living my life one way. I'm living in a certain way now. And I just wish somebody would have showed me these hustles and these hacks and these things in life that I never knew. All right, moving on. All right, so this card is a Synchrony card. I have about $10,000 on this card. I get 2% cash back on this card. This card is a business card. There's 20,000 on this. I don't know if you guys are keeping the totals. There's 20,000 on this. This card is a personal card. There is 8,000 on this card. I get 1.5% cash back. Now, the thing about this card is anybody can get approved for it. Anybody can get approved for it. They don't run a credit check. And look at you guys like, what's the card? What's the card? I got to say some sauce, man. I'm giving you all the juices. I got to say some sauce. If you want to know what this card is, comment down below and I'll send you a link. There's no credit check. What they do is they take the money out of your debit account, but the card gets reported to your credit report as a credit card. So that was dope. If you have Venmo, I showed you guys, I did a video on TikTok. This is a Venmo card. So if you guys have Venmo, Venmo is now offering credit. But remember, guys, I have a 790 credit score, so I got approved with no problem. So you still have to, it's not a pre-approval card. You still have to get, there's a qualifier. You still have to qualify for this card. So I'm not endorsing them, and I'm not saying that you're going to get approved. I'm just telling you what I got. And I think there's $4,000 on this card. Let's see what else I got here. I got a little hack is I got store cards too. So I got a Kohl's card. I want to say I got $1,000 on here. It was just an easy, quick, get approved now type joint. So I got $1,000 on here. Lamont, what's up, bro? I didn't even know if you're still there, Lamont. Good seeing you, brother. So this is a Kohl's card. So fellas, here's a little life hack for you too, fellas. You can go out and get like a Victoria's Secret card. When are you gonna go out and buy drawers for yourself? And if y'all, I'm not judging, brother. But you can get a Victoria's Secret card for yourself, gentlemen. That could be $5,000, $8,000 in available credit that you're never going to use. This is a Bank of America card. It's 11,000 on this card. This is a charity card. This was kind of crazy because I've never even had an opportunity to use this. If you guys know anything about this, I signed up for it. It's a Bella rewards card. So apparently, I got to check more into it. I got the card, but I got to check more into it. Apparently, what it does is, it's a card, I can use it, but I could also pay it forward. Like, so say like if I wanted to gift someone, I could go on this card and they would pick a random whatever. I could buy somebody lunch. I could pay someone's bill. I could just forward it. It's a charity card. So I just thought it was dope to have a card like that. I don't even know. I think I want to say it's a debit card. I don't even know if I have it. I don't even know if I have money on this card. That's what I'm saying. Like you get so much money, you don't even know how much money you got. Here's another Navy Federal card. My other Navy Federal. I have a corporate Citibank card. My corporate Citibank card. Now, here's some other things that I want to show you. So these are, let me put this here. I'm trying to cover my numbers up, guys. I don't want the internet going shopping on me. Let me do it this way. Maybe I can do it with my fingers. I can do it with my fingers. So you end up getting so many cards that, look, I haven't even activated. I'm gonna show you like I haven't even activated these cards, man. You see that? I haven't even activated these cards. These are cards. I haven't activated these. And look, I haven't activated these. Like they literally come in the mail all day, every day. So I'm just amassing more and more and more. And I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg. At the end of the day, I'm trying to amass $1 million worth of credit. And so the overall thing is this. So again, why am I'm doing this because a young lady reached out to me and made the video for me. But listen, guys, something's going to happen in your life. You're going to need to fill up your car with gas. You're going to need to pay an emergency bill. Your kids are going to come to you. Trevin, you said, what's the name of my credit company? I'll send a link to you. Freelance said all those cars for business. It's a mix of both, man. It's a mix of both. I have business and I have personal. But we're living in this world today now where you're living paycheck to paycheck, struggle to struggle. You know, if anything happens to you, most Americans, and again, I'm not picking on you guys. I'm just saying where I was at. I knew where I was at in life. I went through a moment in life where just like everything, like I couldn't catch a break. I couldn't catch a break. Every time I would get my hands on some money, something would happen, and it would just, I could never get ahead. No matter how hard I tried, no matter how much I worked, I would take 3 steps forward. I would get knocked back 3 steps. What I'm asking you, though, is at the end of the day, so look, so check this out. I'm not even, and guys, I haven't even, like, I've been talking for an hour. I haven't even touched anything. Like, I'm sure you guys like, thank you for the information, but like, I want to go so more in depth with this, because when I had nothing, when no one gave me an opportunity, when no one gave me a shot, I couldn't. You gotta have money. You gotta have money. If you're going to be in this system, in this matrix, you're going to operate within the system until they change the way things move and operate. You gotta have money. So at the end of the day, if you're walking around this, so if I'm walking around with these. Now I posted that it's 120,000. I actually have more than that, but I'm just showing you the access. If you have $100,000, like if I walked up to you tomorrow and I gave you $100,000, again, I know it's credit because somebody's going to come on here and be like, "Oh, that's not real money." How is it not real? How is it not real? If I wanted to, if my child needed something, and I know I got to pay it off, but if my child needed something, I could go to the store right now. I'm going on Amazon and order anything. I can order anything in the world. If I had to go to the hospital and I don't have money for my copay, because here's the truth. If you stuck around for an hour and watch this, man, if you stuck around for an hour and watch this, man, I got to do something. I got to give you something. The true thing is this: being poor and in debt, it's wrong. It's really wrong. It's difficult. It's hard. You don't know what to do. You've exhausted every resource. You can't. Your job's not gonna give you no more hours. How you gonna create a side hustle when you're already at your main hustle, working your ass off? You see people like, oh, just start a t-shirt business. When am I gonna start a t-shirt business? Because I gotta be at this damn job all day. I gotta get up at the butt crack of dawn. I gotta fight traffic. I gotta go to work. I gotta deal with people that I don't want to deal with. I gotta put on this fake facade for 8 hours. Then I gotta hurry up and get out of there and pray to God that nobody asks me to do anything extra to get home to these kids to help them with this homework that I have no idea. I'm telling you, maybe I'm talking random, and maybe this is not you. Maybe this was just my life to get home and help them with this algebra that I ain't done in 20 years. To make dinner, to then do what? To watch a video of someone saying, "Oh, you gotta have 7-level hustle." I'm tired. You're beaten up and you're tired. You're eating garbage food. You're dealing with garbage people. The world is negative. Like dude, you see what I'm saying? Like I pulled out of it. I had to step away from everything. And I had to reanalyze and look at my life differently, and where am I spending my time and why am I doing this? What am I putting in my body? Am I getting enough water? Am I getting enough sunlight? Am I around enough people? Am I educating myself enough to know, then I'm praying to God, like, God, I need your help. I don't want to lose y'all on that point. You get religious and people sidestep. But I'm saying, like, I had to get out of myself and get out of my way and get out of my head. And I had to start thinking of things. And then I had to start deprogramming myself. And I started realizing the conditioning that I was in and all the program that was put inside of me. And I was designed to be a slave. And I didn't want the rest of my life to go that way. And then the biggest thing. I didn't want my children. If you guys have children, I didn't want my children to go through the mental hurdles and the obstacles and the systems that I had to put up with when they don't have to, because I've already made the mistakes. And I've already learned these little nuances and these little ways to navigate this BS this minefield that they got us trapped in. And if I could just show you how to get some credit, use some other people's money, don't use yours, use theirs. Push that through a vehicle or some sort of way to generate money and get it back. Give them back their money. Never pay them interest. Guys, I pay my credit cards off, if not every day, every other day. Pay them off, never give them, and just now I'm pimping the game. And will it change? Possibly. Will cryptocurrency become our maybe? Will electric trucks take out the trucking industry? Possibly. But you know what's happening right now? Cash, politics, BS. They're making billions of dollars. This gas thing that just happened, I definitely believe that there is a pipeline, whatever. But you know who created the shortage of gas? Us. Because they got us by the balls. And they play these games with us. Go down, man. This is not political. I'm trying to be motivational to you. I want you to spark. I want to spark the fire in you that I sparked in myself. Go down your Facebook timeline. You trying to tell me that it's not eerily funny how every time, if you've been on Facebook for 10 years, what happened this time last year? What happened this time the year before that? Every single time at the same time, it's always some catastrophe. It's WASP. It's the swine flu. It's COVID. It's milk shortages. And then what do? We run out and buy up. Guys, I'm not saying that it's not real. All I'm saying is just get out. Sometimes turn the TV off. Just turn the TV off. Just unplug from the matrix for a little bit. Not a lot of it. Be very cognizant and current of what's going on outside you in the world, but just unplug from that BS just for a little bit. Just to it's like you doped up. I just had to get off the drugs for a minute and get myself clean. I'm being so serious, man. I'm being so real. I hope this is coming through on all these mediums. I'm being so real. I had to get out of the drug infested cloud that I was in, which is the conditioning I was brought up in, and I had to really realize that I'm not putting the right food in my body. I'm not surrounding myself with the right people. I'm not ingesting or absorbing the right energy. Everything that I was taught was a lie. I'm not trying to overthrow the government, okay? I'm not trying to be a revolutionary. I just know that my people need help. I know that there are people out there living with 400 credit scores, and they think that shit is cool. It's not. I know there's people out there walking into dealerships right now. They want, even though gas is at a short, somebody's going to walk into a dealership tomorrow and try to buy an Escalade with bad credit. Y'all can laugh, but that's a reality. And they're never going to learn. They're never going to break out of the cycle, and they're never going to break the generational chains, because it's not a curse. It's not a curse. It is a chain that's enslaving us. And then the overriding thing, no matter what I'm talking about, guys, look, there's a million ways out here to get money. There's a million things that you can do. You can write books. You can sell t-shirts. You can start a bartending business. You can be a caterer, photographer. You can get it all day. You can hustle, grind, and get it. But we all got to leave this earth. All of us. Ain't nobody getting out of this thing alive. And ain't nobody talking about life insurance. I mean, real life insurance. Not that little BS term life insurance. So, and look, I ain't knocking it. But nobody showed me the higher hack. It's cool to have a 401k. That's cool. But nobody showed you how to work your life insurance. Nobody showed you how to create a trust fund. I think I'll be BSing, man. I'm not BSing. You see that? Living will and trust. My living will and trust. I got to go over this with my children to show them where my money's at, to show them what to do with my body, and just in case I have an aneurysm tonight. What if I'm hooked up on a machine? Do I want you to pull the plug? Because you think that because you told somebody, hey, when I'm gone, man, you can have that car. You think that's how it's going to go down? It's not going to go down like that. The government going to come take your estate. I mean, come on, man. Like, this is what we got to just, family, we just got to wake up and do what the wealthy do. That's all I'm doing. I'm not a millionaire. I mean, I'm on paper, but I'm not a millionaire. I'm not famous. You know what I mean? All I'm doing is I want to do exactly what they're doing, but I just want to do it on my level. I want to be my own bank. I want to finance my own dreams. Anything that I want to do. Let's just say, hypothetically, I want to go to the airport tonight. It's 3:00 in the morning. If I can catch a flight out, I can just put it on the card and go. Again, I know I got to pay it off, but I have a business. And I'm going to write it off because it's a business trip. I'm trying to figure out, how do I get a jet? Grant Cardone got a jet. How do I get a jet? Who cares about the fuel? Fuel it up. Let's go. I want us to realize that we are so much greater, and we do not have to suffer as much as we're suffering. And yeah, this video is an hour long. And sure, maybe I didn't cover everything that you would have wanted me to cover, or maybe I didn't go in depth as much as you wanted me to go in depth. But you know what's happening out here? You're watching people doing the same thing I'm doing. But you know what they say? You know what they tell you at the end? Join my webinar. You want more information? Click the link below. Somewhere on here, click the link below and join my webinar next Thursday. And I'll really tell you how I'm making money. Guys, I just showed you what I'm doing. And you're on Clubhouse, and basically you're making millionaires even richer. And I told you guys, I am not a hater, but I am not a hater. But why are you making rich people even richer? When you got friends out here, you got people like me, small influencer, small little guy making videos, but somebody else makes a video, they get 500,000 views. They get sponsorship. they get featured on podcasts. But I mean, you know what? I'm about to get my feelings. So let me back out. Let me back out my feelings. Listen, man, if this information was helpful to you, if there's any questions that I can ask you, like I said, guys, ask me anything. Make some comments down below. We just live in a world now where I know that we are suffering from a huge lack of financial literacy. I don't know everything, but I know a whole lot more than I used to. And I really wish that somebody would have given me this information on day one when I lost everything. I wish somebody would have motivated me and made videos like this to encourage me, to really let me know and see that there's somebody out there that looks like me, that comes from the same background, the same neighborhood, that started a company from nothing and then created a multiple six-figure business. And then I'm willing to share that information or give that motivation or at least give you a peek behind the curtain to let you know that it's real. I never saw it. And maybe you do see it, but I didn't see it. So if there's anything that I can help you with, if you want out, and then I will take the time on each one of these platforms to go back, and I'm going to drop links into these platforms. I know on some level, and I've been saying this on, if you guys do follow me, you know I've been saying this, I am going to probably pull something together, whether it be an ebook or a course or whatever, because like all this information that I have, I gotta organize it and put it somewhere. And it's not necessarily about monetizing, capitalizing on you. That's not really what I want to do. But I have to put it in a format of some sort of way that my children can benefit off of it. Because I'm not, I don't know how much time I got left on this earth. So if I can put all this information somewhere and store it in an eternal space for my kids to benefit off of, that's really what I want to do it for. But I'm gonna be very honest with you, man. Like even this, I've said it before. I don't know how to do spreadsheets. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if this mic sounds good. That's not what I'm good at is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to learn how to make a teachable course, a Patreon membership thing. I haven't done it because that's not what I do. And I've been really, really obedient with staying in my lane. But now maybe my lane means I need to learn how to create an ebook. Maybe my lane means I need to create a course. But it'll happen when God tells me that it's the right time for me to go down that path. And it's not that he's not. It's just I gotta develop that skill set. I'm not just gonna throw a course together just to do it. I need to learn how to do it. Just like I'm learning these platforms and these lights and these mics and these setups and man, look, I got a mixer and I don't know how to work this. I do not know how to work this, but I'm gonna figure it out. There's people out there that know how to work this. but they're never going to say, "Hey, man, let me come." Well, there are guys. There are guys. I'm working with some guys now, but in the overall scheme of things, what I'm saying is, there's not people out there that are just going to team up with me. I've been doing this for 15 years. I just got this. You know? The same way the same way that you're dealing with financial literacy, I'm dealing with technical difficulties over here. So that's me again. That's me being transparent, man. It is 3:00 in the morning. I gotta go to the gym. So stay encouraged, stay motivated. Corey Bremer Sugar Run Bar, and like I say on every video, man, never give up, man. Never give up. I'll add a link to my book too. Never Give Up. So you can find it on Lulu. Is where I publish my book. It's also on Amazon. It's on Kindle. It's on a couple platforms. But like I said, man, if you got any questions or anything, leave them down below. I'll try to answer as many questions as I possibly can. If this is your first time watching, if you made it this far, consider subscribing. You know, I'm always dropping great content. At least I feel like it's good content because I'm always sharing what I wish that somebody would have shared with me. And just free game, free information, free motivation. But no matter what you've been through, you know, I'll end on this, man. No matter what you've been through, the hardest days, the toughest days, you know, you lost a parent, you've lost a marriage, you lost your job, you know, your car got repossessed, you know, you have no idea how like you're gonna make it through tomorrow. You know, you don't know how you're gonna put food on your table. For men, you know, you're suffering through a personal tragedy, and you don't feel man enough that you can share that with anybody. What I'm saying is, no matter what has happened to us, no matter, you know, those dark days when you feel like God's given up on you, and you feel like nobody cares, nobody hears your situation. I'm telling you guys, I'm here. I'm here. I am living proof that God is real. I am living proof that if you work hard, that you can get it. I am living proof that you can start from nothing. I had nothing, and when I say nothing, I'm not talking about the money. I didn't have the belief. I didn't have the support. I didn't have a stack of business cards. I didn't have hats. I didn't have a website. I didn't have a truck. I didn't have a home. I didn't have anything. If I can do it, if God can take a person like me, a straight up stone cold sinner, and turn my life around, anything is possible, man. I'm just saying it's out there. Your story and my story, they may be similar in our situations, may be different, but it can be done. It can be done. And no matter what you've been through, you're still here. That's, to me, I mean, that's drop the mic right there, right? You're still here. Why are you still here? There's a purpose. There's a reason why you're still here. Because you could have given up a long time ago. Look back at all the things you've been through. Look what your family's been through. Look where you come from. Look at the mess that you made of your life. You're still here. So we got some work to do. All right, man. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. Corey Bremer Sugar Run Bar. Never give up. I gotta close out these platforms. I'll go back and read the messages. I love you guys, man. Hang in there. How do I end all this stuff?